Hey guys, how's it going? Josue back again with another video on Hear Me Raw, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And if you're not having a great weekend, then that's okay too, because I'm here to talk about the good and the bad. Because we all go through cycles. We all have those times where we're just high on life and everything is going right, everything's going the right way. The synchronicities are coming, magic is happening, you're manifesting at an alarming rate. But then it comes a time when that stops, and something like trips you. You get tripped up. Something unexpected happens, and life is like that. Unexpected things are gonna happen, and it's a beautiful thing. The thing about life is it's not about a destination, because the destination is never the end goal. And the true destination in life is death. We are all going to die one day. That is definite. That is for certain. That is really the only destination, that means anything. Every other destination, is really just part of the process. It's part of the journey, because once you get there, there is somewhere else to go. So, but the way life works, there are cycles. If you look around in the universe, there are cycles everywhere. We have seasons. There's a season for sowing seeds, and there's a season for harvesting the seeds, and that's usually how life works. So when you are having going through a tough time, when things are getting rough, go ahead, like, express yourself, be sad, cry, have some comfort food if you must, do what you need to do and go through those emotions, because we did come here to express ourselves. We did come here to, you know, feel every single emotion, to really embody the human experience, to really go through everything. So we did not just come here just to have fun, but of course we did come here to have fun, but we came here to also, have the good times and the bad times. In fact, we need to experience the low times in order to enjoy to enjoy life. I'll use myself as an example. I was asleep for most of my life, and I started waking up about 2 years ago. And what truly woke me up was the kidney stones, and that was very, very painful, And I can tell you right now that I am very grateful for my kidney stones, because if they did not come, if they had waited to come, man, I would have been sleeping for much longer, because before then my health was never really, at the top of my list. I went vegan before that, but I did not do it for my health. I was still a junk food vegan. But once, my health took a hit like that, and, I could notice it, because, before, we can tell that our health is being affected, but we just don't pay attention to it. Now I know the signs of when your health is being affected. Even if your body hasn't started showing it yet, it shows through your energy, your emotions, your actions. But I wasn't aware of all that before. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just going through the motions. I was drinking, I was smoking, I was doing a lot of things to get me away from what was actually going on within me. So I'm very grateful for the kidney stones, because they woke me up. That pain showed me, like, man, when I was in that much pain, I realized that nothing mattered when I was in so much pain. So which means that if I don't take care of my health now, that if I do end up getting sick, and it's something that that really is gonna take a toll on my life, it'll be hard for me to enjoy life. So that made me want to enjoy life more. So the bad times, they're crucial. Diseases are here for a reason. I don't think it would be good to be to for diseases not to exist, because diseases show us that there's something wrong. So there's a reason for the bad times. Another reason for the bad times is the fact that through the bad times is when we learn the most. I have learned so much from this kidney stone experience. I have learned so much from this, you know, from my health going south. And I also learned a lot from, like, heartbreak. I learned a lot from just times when things aren't going well. Yes, when things are going amazingly, it's easy to just, go through life, wake up every day, be happy. It's easy to love everybody. But when things go south, like, who do you become? And I had to go through that. Because I did go through the phase when I was, like, so happy, and then I realized when things were bad, when things did not go the way I wanted them to, I became a different person. I became resentful. I became, I treated certain people differently, depending on my mood, and that's really not how it goes. And that kind of teaches you a lesson to be like, who are you really? Are you a different person depending on the circumstances, or do you really know who you are? And you know, the bad times will teach you that. If you do pay attention, if you are aware of what you're saying to people, and you're aware of your actions, and you notice that sometimes you might be reacting in the moments when things are going south, you could learn from those moments. The times when maybe you just got fired, maybe you're broke currently, you have no money. Are you the same person as you were when you had money? Like when people get their paycheck, they're all excited, they're happy. But then when you know the payday is coming, but they have no money left, they're a different person. Like, is money determining who you are, or material things determining who you are? You know, so the bad moments, the low moments, we need that polarity. We need both. If we never had the bad moments, we would never appreciate the good. If people did not die, we would have a hard time appreciating people. I remember one time somebody close to me was, contemplating suicide, and it really hit me. Like I cried. And in that moment, I really, realized that, man, I really don't really show enough love to my loved ones, to the people around me, because they're here one day and they could be gone the next. So all these things in life, the polarity, the opposites, life and death, happiness and sadness, calmness and anger, like all of these, they're both of them are necessary. In fact, they're the same thing. They go together. So I wouldn't wish for a life that's just full of good times, because if it's just full of good times, eventually those good times would get boring. You would have nothing to compare them to. They'd just become part of the norm. But the bad times, man, that's when you do the most learning. That's when you level up. That's when you really get to question. When you going through depression, Ross Smart always talks about depression as a deep rest. Depression, you get to rest, you get to slow down, you get to take a break, you get to really think about your life. Where is your life going? You get to think about who are you. You get to think about what you've been doing, and also what you want to do in the future. You really have to think about that, and it strengthens you. It really does strengthen you, because another reason too is the bad times teach us how to be when we get to where we want to go. If we did not go through the journey, which includes the bad times, if we just got everything handed to us on a silver platter, when we got to our destination or whatever we want, we wouldn't know what to do with it. We would lose it right away. If somebody goes from being, they're broke, but they're also unhappy, and they win the lottery, chances are, and they never learned how to be happy first, and they win the lottery, chances are they'll be broke again very, very soon, because they did not go through the journey. They did not go through the hardships. They did not do the work. So once they get that success, once they get the destination, they don't know what to do with it. They go right back to where they started. So the bad times, they are part of the journey. They are part of the process, and they are completely necessary, and they train you, they mold you to be the best version that you can be. So when you're going through those bad times, know that it's happening for your benefit. It's happening because it is necessary, because every new situation in your life is going to require a stronger version of you, a new version of you, an evolved version of you. And we evolve through the hardships. So that's my video on hard times. So don't look at hard times as something bad. There's really no good or bad in the universe. And if you start to look at everything that is happening in your life as something to help you level up, and you look at the events in your life happening, that they are happening for you and that they're not happening to you, you are no longer a victim. You stop being a victim. You no longer play the victim game, and you start being part of the process. You start being a creator. You start being a manifester. You start creating your own reality. That's the only way to do it. We cannot keep playing the victim. We cannot keep blaming people, blaming the government, and blaming ourselves. There's no need for blame. Blaming has never gotten us anywhere. Let's just start taking responsibility for our actions, taking responsibility for our lives. Who else is gonna do it but us? So that's my video for the day. If you do like this video, hit the like button, hit me up in the comment section for more, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, for more videos like this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Keep breathing that fresh air. Keep going out to nature if you haven't. And yeah, have a great weekend. Peace.